So I thought today I'd shed some light on the goalkeeping build that I've used for most of FIFA 20. Now I've played pro clubs competitively for over 3 years now, and for FIFA 20 I've played just short of 1,000 games as well. And with regard to the build that I'm about to share, it has provided me with a really good combination of all the important stats that a goalkeeper should have. A like and subscribe would be massively appreciated, and I'm happy to hear your feedback and opinion in the comment section. And without further ado, please enjoy the video. Now the height that I've used for all of FIFA 20 is 6'5". Going 6'5" simply allows you to be tall enough to reach both short and long shots, whilst allowing for quick reflexes, speed and agility, and most importantly, the ability to make double saves.
In the clear for a great chance.
However, I do have a disclaimer. If you are currently occupying a team that faces a lot of shots, and you are quite experienced with goalkeeping, you might want to consider going 6'4". I only say that because in my experience, regardless of the in-game stats, going shorter makes you feel quite agile and quick when making a save. So in a team that faces multiple one-on-ones, knee shots and sweats, going 6'4" may favour you. However, if you need a height that gets the best of both worlds, 6'5" is personally my go-to. Onto the weight, which is something that I've actually touched upon throughout this FIFA. I currently play 176 pounds, however I used to play about 190. 176 for me incorporates reflexes, agility, speed and diving, whilst not being too scrawny and little. Importantly too, a key factor that's often overlooked is actually kicking. If you ask any of the top keepers on EGN, they tell you how important good kicking is, and going 176 allows for your in-play kicks to get in behind the defence. And even when the opposition defence drops back to cover for it, such then allows your teammates to be in greater space by coming short. I know from first glance, going 149 may seem like the better option, simply on the basis that it improves diving and reflexes by 1. However, from my 1,000 odd games, the combination between 176 and 6'5" gets the best of both diving and reflexes amongst positioning, handling and kicking. And I'll explain why having those other stats are so important when I get to the skill tree. The way I see it, diving and reflexes are derived from your positioning and knowingness to read your opponents. So if you know how to do those things, I suggest going 6'5" and 176 to boost your other stats more. Does anyone else's back hurt? Oh shit. Now onto the skill tree, and it's relatively intuitive as a goalkeeper what you need to upgrade. However, there are a couple of traits that might actually surprise you which are relatively important. Firstly, without the need of any explanation, upgrade all your goalkeeping please. Don't be silly. Now onto pace, it's important to note that all pace traits including acceleration and sprint speed should also be maxed out. Having that will allow you to come out of your box much quicker, which is crucial in facing one-on-ones. With regard to passing, you obviously don't need giant throw or set piece specialist. However, all long passing, short passing and curve traits should be added. By doing so, your passing and distribution by foot will be both quicker and more accurate. It's another thing that's overlooked, but a goalkeeper with good passing helps you hold possession and get up the field much quicker. Interestingly enough, I've also applied agility and balance amongst ball control and dribbling. I've used them all this FIFA, as for me they are surprisingly important. There are often times where your opponents are rushing towards you, and you need to have a good touch of the ball, and adding such traits will allow you to make that touch, look for a pass, and play without getting caught. And last but not least, physical. I've applied my skill points on only a couple of these, for the sole reason of improving my jumping, as well as boosting my stamina and strength a little. Strength being for when there's a high ball and it's quite crowded in your box. Such will allow you to get to the ball much quicker and effectively. And I like to add a bit of stamina, because although you're not running around much as a goalkeeper, I feel a bit more stamina will allow you to be quicker and less tired, in turn helping you make saves that you otherwise wouldn't have made. Now, although the goalkeeper build is the basis of this video, one of the most important things to take from this video is that the build is not everything. This may be the greatest build of all time, but to be the best at goalkeeping, there's so much more to it than just a build. And if you'd like for me to share my personal tips, tricks, and must-dos with regard to being at the top of the goalkeeper game, hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll be happy to provide my insight in upcoming videos. I hope the build does well for you, as it does well for me. Anyways, let me know your thoughts down in the comment section, and I wish you all the best with using the build.